Hello everyone, welcome to Elliottwave.com YouTube channel. Today is January the 10th and the chart of the day for today is gold, 60 minutes time frame here. So we can see we ended with two intermediate degree at 2581.9 and then starting to rally higher. Now in the rally here, if you count the number of swing from the low so far, we got a 5 swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? 5 swing sequence. It's a motive sequence, and this is in the form of a diagonal. And this usually indicates that we will see more upside because of the 5 swing, right? Motive sequence runs in 5, 9, 13. Corrective sequence runs in 3, 7, 11. So here we got a 5. And that suggests most likely with higher probability, as long as we stay above this 2581, which is the beginning of that 5 swing sequence, we can see more upside. So this move up here is expected to finish with 1 as a diagonal, and then from there we can potentially see a 3S pullback to correct that 5 swing before it turns higher again. So the idea is we, in the shorter cycle at least, we favor more upside while it stays above 2581. Now in the larger time frame, let's take a look here. Focus on the wave 2 here, the daily. That's your wave 2. Now this is where things can get quite interesting. If you look at the rally in gold, there are two ways to interpret this. Now, I think there is no question that it is bullish because we continue to make a new all-time high. Now, the only question here is the following move here, this thing here. Now, if you look at the rally from the November low, so far, what it does look like is a 3-waves rally, right? It's very clear it's a 3-swing rally. Now, you can label this 3 swings rally in two different ways. One way is you can label it this way, which is basically what we are calling now, because we are calling wave 2 completed here, which is this wave 2. So this cannot be a wave 1 technically, or less likely, because this is a 3 swing. Well, unless it is a diagonal like a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. But I think for now, I would rather, if you want to call it this way, one way to do it is calling this as an expanded flat, ABC. And that's precisely what we are calling this C here. That's a C here, right? So that means that's your B, and that's your A. So it is an expanded flat. That's one way to do it. Now, if you are calling it this way, then obviously, eventually it's going to make a new all-time again, break above 2790, right? But for this view to be validated, technically the metal itself needs to break above the previous peak to validate the view. Now we are calling this is the more aggressive view, but it's not confirmed until we break above the previous peak. Now until that happens, the other option here will be that instead of calling this 1, 2 here, you call this as an ABC. Because you call this as an ABC, for example, I could have labeled this, let's say, A or a W here, right? And this could be an ABC, and this could be a B or an X. And then if that's the case, then we can actually turn lower, right? We can actually turn lower and then reach the 100% extension of this, which still remains bullish, but we can do something like 3 swing down into the 100% extension area. Then that will be in the next support zone in case it fails, right? So that's the other option that I want to talk about in case, you know, the more aggressive count doesn't play out. But knowing the alternate count though, this structure alone, which is the 1 hour, kind of favoring the upside because of the 5 swing up. Like I said, 5 swing up favors more upside. So in the shorter cycle, even though in the larger time frame you have another option. But in the shorter cycle, the 1 hour I'm talking about, it looks like to have a fast swing up, which, at least if you're looking from the short-term point of view, favors the upside, as long as we don't break below 25.81, of course, right? And this rally, therefore, it can continue to go up. All right, so that's what we are calling right now. Now, there are a couple of different options, of course, in terms of going up. We can be even more bullish than this. Let's say the more bullish count will be 1, 2, and this is another 1, 2, and we are in the wave 3 of 3. That's one possible more bullish count. And the other possible count is this is a WXY, and then turn lower. But then that's something we covered before, which is doing this bigger, correction, and that's something that we also covered. But just focusing on the shorter cycle again to basically explain the idea of the fast swing here from this low favors the upside, at least in the shorter cycle, while in the larger degree we need to break above 27.92 basically to give a clear green green light for the gold to continue to extend on the upside. Okay, so that's the update here, guys, for today. As always, if you want to get more updates on gold or any other commodities, indices, forex, feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and the link is in the description of the video. See you all again next time. Have a nice day, everyone.